Stuff from Bashner Room. Nothing else. Hiding? Oh, hello, Tony. Guy is inside. What are you doing here? Nobody told you? I've been training under Guy for years. Oh. Slurp. Splat. What's in this stuff? Wow. Cabbage so big I could sleep. Yeah, there's a little area back here. Hold on. A barrel. A mighty wood-burning furnace. Harness the power of burning wood with its mightiness. The cooking of pots and stuff. Yeah. A barrel. Perfect cuts of wood. Can be expected. Firewood, just like Grandpa used to. Sassy ass Tom. This must be her storage shed. Or what she keeps. Oh. Fun little gags. Hey, you're the old bat from before. Watch your tongue. I'm Gaia, the one you seek. Tony Jones, or should I say, Kairos? Kairos. Your coming has been foretold for many, many years. Truthfully, I didn't expect the prophecy to be fulfilled for at least a few dozen more. But even I can't be right all the time. Prophecy? It states, dark forces will abound, geysers of the darkest shadow will appear. The great Magus, known as Kairos, will reveal himself with a miracle. All will be in chaos until the end, which the great Magus shall bring, returning from whence he came. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that. I just want, yes I know, just want to get home and not travel gorge. How'd you know? Oh, I've met my ways. Or I had told you. That too. Kairos, I do not know exactly how to get you home. I do, however, have a theory. This is the core glyph, an old relic which I found on an expedition 380 years ago. Apparently, it can be used to reach the core region, an area that is fabled to be the center of the universe, a dimensional focal point, if you will. So in theory, you could use this to get to your world. However, that core entrance is sealed now. You probably won't be able to get there at this time. But did you see the shadow geyser that recently appeared in your room? This glyph resonates with a similar energy to that geyser. Therefore, I think the key to using the core glyph lies in the shadow geyser. Unfortunately, I do not know exactly how it works. Anyone who picks up the core glyph experiences intense pain, or I was nearly killed by it. But as long as it stays in the box, you should be able to. Kairos. What? What happened? So, if I take this to the shadow geyser, I can get the core region. Tony, you're holding the core glyph. Kairos, did you hear it? What I just said? You said the key to using the glyph lies in the geyser, right? No, after that. Oh, sorry, I kind of blanked out. After that. Well, you soon be alright. Never mind. You're excused. Of course, it's quite conceivable that the great Magus Kairos be able to handle the core glyph. Don't worry about it. By the way, where is the core entrance? It is west of here. I live nearby because I'm trying to study the core. You, however, forget about the core entrance for now, Kairos. The objective lies in the shadow geyser. Alright. and our fate. There's a lot of luck-based items. Be careful in the shadow, guys. Funny. Reminds me of my dog. Okay. Creepy. He's doing his job a little too well. Kind of hard to figure out what you want. There. Bag of bones. Purr. I found something. Water plant. I forgot that's in here. Jesus Christ. It's a big find, too. It's no small potatoes. Jeez. Oh gosh. Oh, yeah. It's really pretty. There's the door. That hurt my shoulder. Jesus. Oh jeez. Am I supposed to be back here? I don't know if I am. I didn't think you'd be able to click through that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now we go back to actually. Here, one second. Alright. In order to keep myself up, I'm going to tell you a story about how I completely fucked myself up today. So, we have been, for the last couple months, restoring an old farmhouse from the 18, I believe, 40s, or when it was finished, so that my family can move into it, because it's on the family plot of land. So I work on the weekends, and then I watch the kids on the weekdays, and then after all of that, I go and help my father-in-law with the restoration of a house. So, needless to say, by the time Monday rolls around, I'm pretty dang tired. And I've not been feeling the best lately. I think I've got some kind of little indigestion bug. I forgot you could jump on those. Not really sure what it is I'm looking at, but it's not particularly the most pleasant. Like, I'm not puking. I'm not shitting my brains out, but it's like I feel queasy, and I feel a little nauseous, and it's just enough. He's a smiley face, I just realized that. It's just enough to make me feel a bit forlorn, a bit tired. Regardless, I was walking back between the properties to go get a level so that we could install some posts on the deck, and I have a trick ankle. And what that means is every once in a while, if I'm really tired, is when it most likely happens. Oh, there's a Pliss here. It's not Pliss I'm thinking of. My ankle will roll out from underneath me, and it is very painful. The last time it happened, I almost yacked, just right then and there. But today, because I was walking on a gravel road going downhill, and I rolled my ankle, that's a weeboo, by the way, I fell and landed on my hand and my knee, and because I put my full weight on my hand, my palm of my hand, I gashed the hell out of it on the rocks. Yeah, they heal. So my knee hurts, my hand really hurts, and it just put me in a really, really god-awful mood. That's a red watt. Let's go for the red watt. I haven't used one of those yet either. So yeah, it's painful. I'm not having a good time. Damn it. And I now have a pretty big chunk of skin that's been peeled off my palm, and it's going to take a while to fix itself. Hopefully it doesn't scar. I don't know. Might. But yeah. That was fun. And that's been my day so far. And the best part about all that is, I just really couldn't. We didn't really get a whole lot done either on the deck that day, because it immediately started raining, pretty fierce. So, all in all, rolled my ankle, busted my hands up for nothing. Another anecdote, so I don't pass the fuck out. I played some TF2 after we finished streaming last night. And by that, I got on a community server, and I'll usually just kind of hang out in one of those, and maybe pick up an item or two. I got one last night because I was just so damn tired. I decided to go to bed after that. Yeah, it's nice. I got the amputator for the medic, and I've already got the Blutsauger, so I want to see at some point if the amputator's healing buff will actually improve or override the penalty on the Blutsauger. This is another really cool one. You can see with only one monster, a situation can get out of control pretty fucking fast, especially when they're coming in this quickly. And unfortunately, you may hit the point where, like, you may have to just run. Even if you've been knocking out enemies left and right, like, if you're out of energy, you're dead. And the really shitty part of that is, like, if you run from the fight, you're not getting any of the experience or the animite you've earned up. So essentially, you're losing energy for nothing, you know? Like here, we're kind of in trouble. So we've gotta make some plays pretty quick. The nice thing is, like, once the enemies are actually using fight, you know they're kind of low on. They're low enough on energy that they can't use abilities anymore, and that makes them weak. Like that should be a one shot. Now we just have to avoid all the fights out of here. This is where the shortcut comes in. It's not that necessary. There's actually an item back there, but we should probably avoid it. I don't know. Let's just go see really quick. Stupid quick. Very carefully. Forget how we get over there. Ugh, that bridge is scary. So it's this little area right here. How do we get in there? Oh, it's a mystery. Now we need to go through the forest. It's also fun. Alright, made it. Tony, you're thin as a rail. Why don't you eat more? If everyone cooked like you, maybe I would. Alright, let's go make some rings. Okay, we can make a rabbit. No, we can't. We don't have an ebit. Can't make an arbol. There are Furoks somewhere. I don't remember where. We can make a redbot. We can make a Vinok. Can't make a Wasperine. Can't make a Batar. So go ahead and make a Vinok. Our newest man. We can pair him up now. Okay, there we go. I need to figure out where I could sell those extra crystals at. Maybe at the shop? No? I thought those were you could sell. Maybe not. Maybe that was like a wish I had as a kid. Alright. Let's see about our new relics. Bag of bones. Raises a creature's strength. Gem of Narum. Raises a creature's defense. Rabbit's foot. Gets rid of a creature's luck. And a wishbone. Raises a creature's luck. Okay. So, kind of a weird item set. So let's give him the bag of bones. And the gem of Narum. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and find two more guys. So we've got Vinok already. And we can make a red watt. What are all of these people still worried about? It's one of those games where they change the dialogue up every once in a while. You shouldn't have disobeyed Orwin. See what happened? I don't know what's wrong with Orwin. I believe Farok's in here. I knew there's some chests in here. Bark Thimble and Rune of Might. See if we can get a Farok. There's a Farok. Nice thing is now we can go first. Oh, never mind. We can't go first. Fuck. Just no winning. Oh well. Not gonna lie, I was really kind of hoping like I would have 3-ish hours to burn through this game at a time, and it's not looking promising that I'll even get to the first geyser this week. We'll see. They're multiple. Time to bring out the reinforcements. I like Arbol too, he's cute. That was a tree. I don't remember seeing those that often. Those might be rare. Oh no. The baby. The babe is gone. Oh no. Oh, I guess we got Arbol instead of Treepa. That's interesting. That was always the last one up. Oh fuck, I forgot to check the thingy. It's a weird sound. Oops. Defense. Verify. Water Revive permanently raises your energy. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those are battle items. It's good to know. That's cool. Okay. What did the gem do? Well, I think it just raises defense too. Man, he's got some huge luck. Oh, it raises strength. Okay. I'd like to try and find a Elbit for a Ravage next. And I think we have enough Arbles too. So I'll probably make our team. I believe they're in here. Just got to say. I've been told to let you pass, so quit talking to me and go. Okay. Nice guy. There's a Twee. Twees are cute. Can't say they do much, but they're cute. That may have been overkill. I'm not sure. It's a tweet. It's one of the cases may just be better to hang out, wait for them to show up. And it's a tweet. Okay, so let's just focus. And we can defend. We'll see what pops up. Just stay the course. This is where good defense comes into play. Oh, butter. That's a nice find. Okay, so here's an article on luck. Apparently the stats are kind of weird in this game. So, luck apparently adjusts attack and defense. Not seeing any of those little box things, though. There's an NPC around here that tells you where to go for encounters. I just can't remember which one it is. Oh, I see. There's a minute of max. Okay. So, damage ranges kind of work a bit like Pokemon's damage calculation. Yeah. I need to check a different area. Just getting a lot of the same thing. Yeah, I think I go somewhere else. I was hoping it'd just be another area, but you have to go to a different location entirely. Should be down here. Oh shit. Forgot about this guy. That's a leaf choco. Actually, I like these. I think I used to use one a lot, but like this was one of the things I like to use. It's a big fucker too. It's impressive looking. No crazy. I just realized Tony's making a little sound when he focuses. I've never heard that before. Okay, we could go. We could stand to scrape some of those together. Gonna get Vianoc out here just or Farok out here, just be safe. There's an Ebit. Alright. The plan is clear. Kill the babies. Things are escalating out of control quickly. I like the beat, I like the drums. Reinforcements have arrived. I don't think things are infinitely spawning. I think once you've beaten a monster in that slot, they can't respawn another monster there. Just for brevity's sake. Maybe. I could be wrong. Okay, that should be all I need to make a Ravage. I do want a Leaf Choco, though. Chocobo. So another thing I've realized concerning Team Fortress 2, because that's mostly what I think about in my spare time, is Pyro is a class that's pretty synonymous with team synergy. He synergizes with Engineer extremely well. He keeps the team safe from spies. The fuck else is you? Oh, he puts out his friends if they're on fire. He synergizes with other pyros using the gas passer. Um, but there's one class that I think he realized like he really works better with than people give him credit for, and that's actually Scout. And normally there'd be like you wouldn't see a Scout and Pyro in the same area, because Scout's up ahead flanking and Pyro's usually in the back or with the main front line. Um, but both Scout and Pyro can benefit from one another. If you use the Neon Annihilator and a Scout has the Mad Milk, you can actually get crits off the Neon Annihilator because of the wetness condition. See what else shows up here. And then on the opposite end, if the Scout has a fuck was that? Sun on a Stick? Those two frogs. Oh no. You can use anything really. You can use a flare, you can use a flamethrower, any kind of utility to set something on fire, and then you can get a crit on them. So you can kind of go back and forth on trading crits with each other, which is kind of fun. And in that same regard, Sniper is also a good class for using the Neon Annihilator, because he is Girardi and the Sydney Sleeper, and that does the same thing with the Neon Annihilator. Also, their flare gun just seems a bit like obscene that you can get crits on flaming enemies, and it's basically a no risk item or a no risk weapon. It's got great range. It's best range of Pyro's weapons. Pretty accurate once you figure out where the flare is going. You can shoot around corners and shoot out of line of sight. And decent rate of fire, too. That Choco's eluding me. It's beginning to bug me. I'm gonna be upset if that was like my one shot to get one. Weebu is kind of the generic healer for this area. It seems like every area has a healer. He's pretty weak though. I'm not a huge fan of using him. If I was going to make a fan weapon for TF2, I would make a flamethrower that's in line with the rocket jumper and the demo jumper, or the sticky jumper, whatever it's called. Those orange weapons that don't actually do any damage, but are used for a secondary utility. And I would make it for a flamethrower, so it would be it wouldn't actually shoot flame, it would just extinguish, and that would be the only gimmick, except it would be cheaper and faster reload. Alright, see what we can make here. to make a Ravage. Don't have enough for an Arbol. I could make a Red Blood if I had enough cash. Let's go make a Ravage right now. It's pretty cheap. Alright, Ravage. Let's look at our boy here. Just scratch. Okay, so let's take off. That's the wrong one. Yeah, that's wrong. Oy. I think I'm done for the night, honestly. I'm getting to doze off again. We'll go ahead and save up, and we can work on getting our Ravage up and running, and maybe get enough to make a Red One too. And then we'll take on the Geyser. Alright, but that's it for me. Good night. See you tomorrow night.